this video, I'd like to tell you a little bit about this small boat. Clean her out, do a bit of work and hopefully take her for a sail. Built around 1980, a fiberglass keelboat, 21 foot long and with only a 4 foot draft. She's cat-rigged so the mast is way forward and it's designed for just a mainsail, making it very easy to manage single-handed. Conceived by an innovative designer, Gary Hoyt, in the US, the Freedom 21 broke a few rules. The main one being he got rid of the rigging wires. One great stump of a mast and no wires holding it up. This was quite radical, but Hoyt noted that if aircraft designers can support an unstayed wing 100 feet out from the fuselage, under the strains imposed by speeds of 700 miles per hour and above, a boat builder can certainly design an aluminium spar that will stay in place. My boat is built in Australia and the mast is aluminium, but the American-built Freedoms have carbon fibre masts. Again, pretty radical for the 80s. In designing Freedom boats, Hoyt's chosen watchwords were strict adherence to simplicity and strict avoidance of complexity. And a boat without any rigging is certainly much simpler. A few other things I really like about this boat is her low profile sheer, which reduces windage, but which you pay for below decks in headroom. And the huge horseshoe-shaped cockpit, which can easily accommodate 4 or 5 people, and is safely free of the traveller, which is forward, and the boom, which barely reaches back to the hatch. Also a very shallow 4 foot draft with a lead keel. And the interior is the perfect pocket cruiser camping setup, though mine doesn't quite live up to the brochure.
How about a boat that's fast enough to race, comfortable enough to cruise, light enough to trail, and simple enough to single hand? I'm Gary Hoyt, and here's my answer. The Freedom 21, a nimble seagoing catboat with some very new approaches.
As soon as I could after I purchased the boat, I went up to strip it out and clean it up. They were all just bare timber, and every time a drop of water got on them and we just soaked straight in, so we're forever drying them. So they're going to be Japan blacked and waterproofed. And then the other job was pulling out this incredibly mouldy water pack, which was full of green water, and bleaching the crap out of it. And this looks 1,000% better. So the pump isn't working, so I've been trying to troubleshoot the pump. Let's get around the side because the water's going to get in there. Oh well, here we are in the little boat. There's my new hatch put in. Got to cut some stuff off that, this elastic. There's the bed, and there's the new toilet sitting there waiting to be set up. Here's the stove I've got to put back in over onto this bench over here. Got the kettle, $20. Got to put this in the back door just to get a bit of air through because we want to keep the mould out. And there's my esky down there, a bucket with some ice. Okay, here we are sailing. We're just about to hit the breeze, so I don't know how it's going to go. We've got 2 reefs in. Looks like a tiny sail, but there's a lot of breeze. We're about to hit that breeze and see how this thing goes. This bungee cord here. Here's my self-steering system. Pretty much the full force went now. We just got a big gust over there, and that's got 2 reefs in. That's a tiny sail, but it's pretty good. And it's blowing, but manageable. Approaching this island now, a couple of boats in now already. see two boats, so I suspect that they're moorings. Oh, so now we're moored in some paradise. I'm trying to work out whether we're drifting onto these rocks or sitting in the one spot. It's very hard to tell. Got the neighbours over here. They're on moorings. Lucky them. We've got an anchor out the front. And in a minute, I might run a line off the back, but in a minute I'm going to go for a swim. Well, it's nice and cool out here now. Got my tent up. The wind's just coming around the corner a bit. Beautiful trees over here. I don't know if you can see these twisty gums. Gorgeous. Not very far off those rocks there, as you can see. So I'm going to be waking up in the middle of the night going, checking. Actually, I was going to say, this is why you have a boat. So I got the kettle on, just waiting to boil a cup of tea. Fish jumping over there. Just making dinner. Making a bolognese. I just put in a bit of chicken soup as chicken stock, so that seems to work. Add some tomatoes. Got my little stocks of food down here. Very cosy. And there's the bush. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. Right, pasta's on. Got to set a timer for 9 minutes. And we made too much sauce. We've got a salad here. Got bed ready to go over there. Got a book to read. And it's all happening. It's a spooky. Oh. Mucky puppy. Now, what's happening out here? Oh, there we have it. Poached eggs and ham on the outside stove because it's a bit hot to use the inside stove. So, poached egg with pliers and Stanley knife. That should be able to eat it. Oh, and I've got a crusty bread too. Oh, it's steering! Oh, let me get back there. So, I just set a kite single-handed. Tommy? Kite single-handed! Still got the roof up. Well, I found a good way to get an extra knot of speed. If you lift the motor out of the water, sail power. It's just one of those joys of buying a boat and getting a surprise. Is this sail is brand spanking new, and I don't think he's ever used it. Oh no, I've seen a picture of it up, but it's brand new. Crinkly, crackly, crinkly. Look at it, perfect. North sails. Quality stuff. Hello, Dougie Doug. This is fantastic. Here comes the breeze now. It's the river. So I've really enjoyed my first sail. And I'm looking forward to a few more camping adventures and getting out on my little Freedom 21.
he ties the Freedom 21 into a neat package is a new class concept. The class rules provide for this boat to be raced with a crew of 2, 1 male and 1 female. This enlightened provision brings the ladies back into the picture, to everyone's greater pleasure. Be honest, isn't this better than some of the crews you've had to sail with?